going on, bro?
What up, dude?
As everyone could see, we're waiting for Mike, man. Got some technical difficulties right now.
Yeah, man. We'll get it fixed, though.
There's always fucking something, man. Uncle Zucky trying to take us off the air, man. Fucking
Always,
prick.
man.
Guy's a prick, man.
Yeah. It's all
But,
right. We're good, though.
Here's what it is. We're back, man. Another week to talk sports. We got a bunch of shit going on. We're going to do a draft recap. We didn't get to do that yet.
Horrible Rangers
outing. Yeah, they went out pretty sad, man. We'll definitely talk that. We got the Knicks. We got the Knicks coming back for Game 3 in Miami now.
Yeah.
Islanders get eliminated as well. Yankees and Mets both suck.
Yeah. Injury bugs going around. It's just
of course, it's that time of year, man. But
man.
It's all right. We'll get into it, bro. Let's do it.
That's it.
This is Sports of Ages.
As always, shout out Gator, man. Killed that video, man. I love watching it. Makes me smile every time, bro.
I know, me too. I got hyped every time I see it. Like it's the first time I'm seeing it.
Yeah, right? I'm so hyped. I'm waiting for all these sports, man. I can't wait for September to be back. We got football, man. A lot to talk about, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Draft was good, man. It was interesting. A lot of picks I wasn't expecting, man. You know, there was a lot of stuff that happened. I was very like, wow, I couldn't believe it, you know?
I know. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of discussion on who won the draft and stuff. And I mean,
yeah, I mean, I think there's a couple teams that really killed it. I mean, Philly
again, man.
They lose guys in free agency and then they go get Jalen Carter at 9 and then they get Nolan Smith at 30, man. I can't believe this kid fell to 30. Ridiculous. How did nobody take him?
And I honestly liked Houston's draft, man. I think
Houston did a good job, man. DeMeco Ryans is a good coach. I think he's going to do great there. They get Stroud and they make another pick. They get back up in the top 5 right at 3 and go Will Anderson, arguably the best player in the draft. I mean, they killed it.
Could have been easily a number one pick, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Seattle killed it as well, man. You know, Seattle went out in I think they have 20. They got Jackson Smith, man, to pair him with DK and Lockett.
Yeah, that's nice.
They're going all in on Geno, man. I love it.
Geno's got the weapons now, man. That's
absolutely he does.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a team that could be a dark horse in the NFC, man. I could see them finishing 3rd in total in the NFC, man. You know what I mean? They could be a team that's out there. They can have an 11-win season, be right behind San Fran, and come to play come playoff time.
Yeah, for sure. We've got a nice run stopper in the first round.
Yeah.
I'll take that. We needed that.
Yeah, I mean that's a great pickup, man. I mean, Cowboys always, no matter who they go, they usually get a guy that's going to be a plug and play right away. You know, They never get a guy that's really a depth piece. They go and try to find a guy that's going to make an impact.
Which is weird because they got from the draft rating I was looking at, they got like a C+, and I'm like, I guess there was like flashier names there.
Of course, that's what that's determined by.
Like we got a really big need, man. We gave up over 100 yards rushing per game last year. Like we need that run stopper. That was huge.
Definitely, man. That's a great pickup.
And I love how they're building around Parsons, man. Like they're really honestly are. Like he was. Yeah. You saw that he texted Coach Quinn. He's like, listen, this is the guy. Like,
yeah, this guy's good, and he went and got him.
Obviously, you know, Parsons knows what he's doing on the defense, so definitely listening to the players and big need for us, man. I'm happy.
Yeah, it's definitely a big need, man. You know, I like that pick a lot. The kid Smith's good; he can play, man. You know, and clearly Parsons was happy with it. You know, Parsons came out and said now he's going to be on the D line.
It's gonna be a tough cover, man.
It's gonna be tough, man. You know, I thought about it like this today too. You know, it's kind of it might be a little be easier to game plan against him now that you don't have to worry about him dropping into coverage and stuff.
Yeah,
but you still have to stop this guy, man. He's a freak.
Yeah, and he's scary that he wants to add more muscle.
Yeah, he said he's gonna add like 15 to 20 pounds, man.
Can you imagine him getting bigger with the speed he has?
It's gonna be scary, dude. Him coming off the edge, he's gonna be strong, fast, sharp cuts. He's a problem.
He already bodies tackles with one arm. I can just imagine.
Yeah. Oh my God, he throws people. It's crazy. What's going on, Dad?
So, Mike,
happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, man. Happy shout out, happy belated, man. Old guy turned 50 yesterday. Crazy. He's an old man now.
It was awesome.
I text Mike. I just told him come in your room real quick because Mike's having some difficulties with his computer. Shit just don't want to work. So
all good, man. We got plenty of room.
Yeah, that's it.
Talk about.
Pop a squat in there, man. We got a bunch to talk about. He's got to get on here. We missed him last week. He's got to be on here for the draft recap, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Got the mood set in here. Got a nice mahogany candle going.
I'll tell him that. He might run into the room.
I think last I saw, Toronto was up 1-0 already.
Holy shit! Really?
Johnny, there's always room for you, man. Don't worry. 2-0.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Panthers came out hot in game 1.
Yeah, I guess Toronto's not fucking around tonight, man. I can't believe 2 nights in a row Dallas has fucking Pavelski goes for 4 in his first game back. They lose. Yeah. Last night, Draisaitl goes for 4 and they lose.
4 and they lose. Yeah.
How the fuck do you lose on a 4-goal game?
I don't know, man.
Oh, it's unreal. Their goalie's fucking horrible, man.
And the Dallas guy just came back too.
Yeah, that was his first game.
First game back, he puts up 4 and you
He's
lose.
A freak, dude. He was killing it. He was hyped. After his first goal, he was pumped, but then he just started scoring like crazy.
I know. Yeah. That's I mean, hockey playoffs has been really fun so far, man.
Yeah, we got Seattle and they're playing Dallas, yeah, right?
They're playing tonight, yeah. Seattle's
tonight.
Stole game 1.
Which is crazy.
I know John's happy the Canes. Thank you for beating up the Devils, by the way. Yeah. I hope you sweep them.
Yeah, fuck the Devils. Fuck them and their fans. Their fans are scumbags.
Oh man, I'm telling you, it was a really bad experience. I guess I'll tell everybody. We went to what was that, game 5?
Yeah, game 5.
Game 5. We scooped tickets real quick. As soon as we got on the train, it started on the train. I was wearing my Mika Sweden jersey. I wasn't even wearing the Rangers jersey, the Sweden jersey, which in hockey should be all respected from everybody.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
And Jordan had on the Zuccarello, and yeah, man. I mean, we were getting screamed at, like,
just crazy.
F you guys suck. You guys are for literally as soon as we stepped on the train, man, like.
That's nuts, man. That's so unnecessary, you know.
And the guys next to us were hammered, fighting with the people in front of us, and them doing the stupid Igor chants. Yeah, it was just horrible, man. Yeah, we left in the third. We didn't even stay for the third. We left at the end of the second period.
Well, yeah, it didn't help us getting killed as well. You know,
we were getting smacked too. Yeah, but
we're having to deal with that. It's so unnecessary, man. Everyone spends money on tickets. Just go ahead, enjoy the game, man. It's not that.
Yeah,
it's not that crazy. It's not that serious, you know.
Yeah, it honestly ruined it to the point where I would never go back to Jersey for a game ever again.
Yeah, which is crazy.
You would have to get me free suite tickets all night.
Yeah,
it would take a lot for me to go back now. So they definitely lost me as a person going to games there. I'd never do it again.
Sucks, man. It's so annoying. It looks like such a nice place too. Like it looks like
it's,
a nice.
Yeah, it is. They have a ton of food there. I don't know. We had the food trucks outside. We sat outside for a little bit, ate before we went in. That part was fine. Everything else just sucked, though, man.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Pretty bad.
Bunch of scumbags.
Yeah, it's all right. They'll get theirs. I hope they get swept. I hope the Canes sweep them. So.
Yeah, fuck them. I hope they get swept. I think Hughes is kind of turning into like Sidney Crosby a little bit. He's a crybaby little bitch, man.
Yeah,
he's good, but he's a little bitch.
He's a little cocky jerk off when he scores a goal too, you know?
Yeah, he's definitely a little arrogant. I don't know. I thought he was all right during the season, but now he's kind of pissing me off.
Yeah, I don't want to get into too much Rangers. I want to wait for Mike for that one. I know he's got to play, so
I don't know what his ass is doing, man.
But I think he's still trying to finagle it. But give him a few. But
we'll wait for him. No problem.
But yeah, me and Lou were supposed to go to the Met game last Friday, and
oh jeez.
We thought better of it. We're like, nah, we see the rain coming. We're like, we're not going for it. And I actually got an email. They rescheduled the game for August. It's an August 12th game. It's like a Saturday, 1 o'clock game.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, so we got a nice reschedule.
Who were they supposed to play?
The Braves.
Braves, right? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. You get to see Acuna and all those guys.
Had good seats too, man. It was like right on the third baseline, like 10 rows back from the baseline.
Oh, you can't beat that, dude.
That's I mean, it's gonna be blazing hot in August.
Oh yeah, you better drink water.
It is what it is. At least we didn't lose it. So Gene. Yeah, man. I mean, Yanks are not looking good, man.
They're everyone's hurt. Mets have no one hurt, and they still look like shit. they suck right now. You know, it's early. It's still May. Everyone's getting settled in. A lot
Did
of
they
new
get
guys.
Bader back yet or no?
We did, but his first game back, he made a diving play and hit someone, and he went out. So it's just like unfucking real. It's like one after another, man. They get taken out like fucking flies.
Man.
It really is pathetic, man.
What else happened today? Lawrence re-signed with the Giants.
Yep, I definitely want
Nice
to talk
deal.
about that with Mike. Yeah, I think that's a good deal, man. I thought, I thought he was going to get around the same as Jeffrey Simmons did, the 24 a year.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he took 22 and a half. Still a great deal. You're still getting paid, man.
Yeah.
Definitely got less. I'm excited to see what Quentin Williams gets. I think, yeah, he said, I felt something pop in my neck. I saw
great.
Disgusting, man. I can't wait to see what Quentin Williams gets. I have a feeling he's going to break $100 million, man.
He might, yeah.
I think he might get up in that range, The guy's a freak. Probably the best defensive tackle in football last year, man. He's real good.
I know we were just talking about it too, how the Bucs fired their coach.
Very odd, man. Milwaukee misses one play. They made the playoffs and get eliminated, and then you fire him.
Yeah, you're a couple of years out from a chip. I mean,
it's very strange, man. Really fucking weird.
The Knicks Heat's been a good series so far.
Good, man. Real
Julius,
good series.
I think we would have won if we had Julius game one. I really do.
I think it could have been, I think we could have won that because we only lost by I think 6 or 7.
They were up big in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
They were up by 14 or something like that.
And then they came back because Jimmy had them on their back. But then, again, Miami guys, kudos to them. They're stepping up without Jimmy, man. Those guys they fucking don't miss from 3.
I know. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. I feel like I was watching Curry, man.
That kid Vincent, man. I mean, that guy's unbelievable.
Unfucking real. The guy just don't miss, bro. It is crazy. It is absolutely crazy.
What do we got? We got the Suns. I mean,
Mike, get in Steven's room, bro. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Come on. Let's go. We need you on here, too. We got to talk shit. Let's go. I'll tell you how shitty the Giants are. Come on. Get in the room. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. Oh, man. I miss John on the podcast, man. It's been a while.
John? Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's – I don't even want to say it.
It's wild. But, tonight we got Lakers, Warriors.
Game 2. Lakers – I think Lakers win it now, man. After watching Game 1, the Warriors just are outmatched, man.
I can't stay up for those West Coast games, man. I'll get to the second period and I'm like, I'm done.
I stayed up when I was over by you guys the other day. Dude, just come in there. We'll get canceled together. Let's go. We got shit to talk about. Oh my God. I'm definitely deleting that one. We're going to get fucking canceled by John and Mike. God.
Oh, man.
Next, he's going to start talking about Chris Benoit. Shit. Fucking guy is sick.
Who won the Celtics blew out the Sixers last night.
Fucking killed them. Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's a fucking fake MVP, man. I would never let that shit happen.
Yeah. How do you go from winning MVP and then all of a sudden you get mopped up?
Yeah. And how do you win game 1 without him? And then he comes back and you lose by 30.
I don't know.
Fucking wild, man.
I think that Sun series could honestly be a sweep. I could definitely see Denver
just fucking them up. Yeah. The Suns, they have no depth. It's bad. And fucking CP0, that guy don't stay on the fucking court, man. He's done. He's got to call.
He's done. Yeah, he's done. Do you think the Lakers could beat Denver or no?
I don't know, man. That's a tough matchup because Denver has depth.
Denver has depth, but you really need the AD Jokic battle would be awesome. That would be an awesome battle. But I don't know, man. I feel like again, you get LeBron in the playoffs, man. It's just
definitely it's different.
Feeling, man. Yeah.
They come together, man. AD's been playing good as long as he's not hurt. There's no one in this series now with Golden State that's going to be able to stop them, man. AD is better than anyone Golden State has down in the low. So
I heard an interesting I guess opinion today. I think it was Stephen A. Smith. He said that if Curry can get them another chip this year, that he would take over LeBron of this generation, that player.
I won't say that because 2 of his rings were fucking on the best team ever. You know, like
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, like
he was on the super teams, man.
Yeah, but KD went to him. It's not like he went to.
No, definitely. I mean, the rings still count no matter what. He's going to have 5
Yeah.
rings. Say he goes and wins. I mean, it's unreal that he has 5 rings. Not everyone does that. I feel like those rings just don't really impact his legacy that much. You know what I mean? I kind of had this conversation with Tony and his brother Nick the other day, and we were like I said at first, like Curry's. Yeah, we were 2 years ago today. We were at the Yankees Astro game, first one back.
That's why I was losing my voice.
Yeah, I had no voice for 2 weeks, man.
Wow, that was bad. You had to call it to work.
Yeah, that was fucking wild. But yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like it's just like if it was just that same Warriors team without KD. I mean, I feel like right now we'd be talking about Curry as the best of this generation, man.
Well, all right. So those matchups where they had KD and LeBron lost, do you think the Cavs would have won those series?
Without KD, it would have been much closer. You know, they got swept and then they lost 4-2. Like the Cavs were no match, man. They could not stop Curry. That was prime Clay when Clay could not miss.
You just couldn't miss.
Kevin Durant was, I mean, unstoppable that year. The guy was
still crushing it.
Yeah, Iguodala could get it. They had the best 6-man in basketball. Like they had a great team.
Yeah,
they were sick.
I feel like the Lakers are finally clicking though. Like
they are. They have depth. Their bench is crazy.
Healthy. They're finally healthy.
Yeah, they've had problems staying healthy all year. You know.
Yeah, I mean that kid D'Lo's going nuts. That kid Reeves is awesome.
Reeves is a fucking shooter, man. That kid could play.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Caruso from a couple of years ago.
A little bit, yeah. But I think Reeves might even be better, man. He's all over. He talks shit. He talks shit, man.
I love Caruso though. Like
I used to love Caruso.
He reminded me of like almost like a Ricky Rubio type, I guess.
Yeah, that style. Yep. All that style he played. Just a lot of effort, man. That's what makes these guys stay on rosters, you know?
Yeah. And I forget the kid's name. The kid they got from Washington.
Whatever his name. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He's pretty good too, man.
Great defender, man.
Yeah. He's usually good for a double-double.
Yeah. I mean, and he's been shutting Curry out, you know? Like, Curry's not getting the shots he wants. He's getting frustrated. He has to run around a lot. They've been playing well. You know? Again, I usually don't pay too much attention to basketball, but this year I've been more because the Knicks are in it. I mean,
I always pay attention to at least playoff basketball.
Yeah, I'll watch
not as much. Maybe I catch a game here or there, but I love playoff basketball though.
Yeah, usually the games are close, man. I can't believe the Celtics fucking killed Philly, man.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with the Bucks out, like the Celtics should cruise to the finals.
They should, man. I mean, I think if the Knicks can get past the Heat, dude, we beat the Celtics rather all year. Like, if the Knicks can get past the Heat, there's a chance you can see the fucking Knicks in the championship.
There's a really good chance.
Oh, it would be fucking crazy, man.
I just don't know if the Knicks could beat like the Warriors though, or like a healthy Lakers.
I don't think they could beat the Lakers. I honestly think they could match up pretty well against the Warriors. I don't know if they'll beat the Lakers though, man.
Honestly though, I don't know. I mean, it's nice to see them progressing in the playoffs at least.
Absolutely.
Like a first round bounce.
Even if they win this series and lose in the Eastern Conference Finals, so be it, man.
Big improvement. Yeah.
Big improvement. Going from not even being close to this. I mean, oh my
Plus, that'll probably, the way Brunson's been playing with, I can honestly see them possibly trading Randall and maybe getting a better superstar to go with Brunson.
Possibly. I saw a lot of people saying something about like Barrett, Randall, and a couple picks for Embiid, but Embiid's never healthy, man.
I wouldn't do Embiid.
Me either, because he's just never healthy.
Honestly, I would throw as much as I could without killing the team and try and get Dame. If you can get Dame and Brunson,
oh my god. Dude, Dame in New York would be fucking ridiculous.
And I think this is the first year where like he's done like his after like the exit of the season, his interviews and stuff, where he's kind of like flirting with the idea of actually leaving.
Yeah, usually he's been pretty loyal to Portland, man. He didn't want to leave. He wanted to win there like Giannis did. But I mean, I get it. You know, how much can you take? You know, it kind of just destroys your career.
How long your career is dwindling down, man.
It doesn't help you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Brent, I don't know. It was supposed to be Steven and Mike in that room, but Mike's not showing up, bro. I don't know what's going on. Yell at his ass. Tell him grab a chair and just come in here. Let's go. There's room. There's plenty of room. Steven can go in there, either or.
I would have went out.
We have room, man. We can just bring it out there. Just don't even give him an option. Guys, quitting last week, quitting this week. I think it's just going to be us, man. Sports of two ages. That's it. It's not three.
We need Mike, man. We need him.
Oh, his ass ain't showing up to work, bro. This is crazy.
No call, no show.
Yeah, no call, no show. He didn't even show up. This is crazy.
Oh man. But yeah, man. I mean, it's been nice seeing Rogers practice with you guys.
Oh, dude, it's fucking unbelievable. Him on the McAfee show again on Tuesday was unreal.
Did you see the compliments he's giving Garrett Wilson?
Oh yeah,
He's like, you know, my previous number 17 I had. He's like, this guy has the potential, which is crazy.
He said the way he plays, his attitude, and his speed, and the way he breaks out of routes, he said reminded him of a lot of the 17 he played with in Green Bay, which is unreal.
I'm still not I don't know if I'm still a fan of the Cobb pickup.
I don't hate it. You want to know why? Because they gave him the vet minimum, and he's going to be our wide receiver 5.
It can't hurt. Yeah,
no,
I guess
all he's going to do is teach the receivers there anything that can help them playing with Aaron Rodgers.
Plus, if there's an injury or something like that, he can fill in.
That's a better backup slot guy to have than fucking Berrios and all these other guys that haven't done shit.
I know.
I'd rather have him than Jeff Smith.
Though. I was a Berrios guy.
I liked him 2 years ago. Last year he sucked, so fuck him.
Yeah, I mean he had a bad season. He had a bad season. He had a lot of drop last year.
Drop balls, couldn't return a punt for shit. Fuck him.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's I mean, I think you guys definitely have a lot of promise.
Dude, I think we filled just about every hole we had. The only hole right now for me would personally be linebacker and safety. I think Quan is going to resign. So that'll fill the linebacker. Even if we have a little bit of a safety issue, you know, we have guys that we can rotate. So I'm not that worried about it. You know what I mean?
Did you guys keep Zerline as your kicker or no?
No, we went and got we did keep Greg DeLay. Yeah, Greg is still there, but we got rid of Braden Mann and we got Thomas Morstead to punt.
Okay.
So that's a huge upgrade because Morstead was with us for a year, was great. And then he left and he was with the Saints for a while. Majority of his career was with the Saints.
Yeah, he's been around. He's been around the block for a while.
Yeah, that's a good vet to have, man. I like him a lot. Much better than Braden Mann. Braden Mann is the reason we have Aaron Rodgers because we missed out on fucking Trevor Lawrence.
I'm worried about my kicker situation, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell they're going to do. That guy was a shitbag in the playoffs.
I almost had a stroke. I almost had a stroke in Tampa.
Yeah. Chris is actually coming on a little bit.
Yeah, Chris will be our third man tonight.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I mean, if get her.
Have you?
They should have come in there and punch you.
Bring Mike.
Yeah, Brianna, tell Mike to come in this damn room. We got to have all three of us to talk to Chris, man. And Chris said he's going to be on within like the next 15 minutes, so Mike better get his ass in this room.
Getting clean for the camera.
Hell yeah. Out in Colorado.
Yeah, he must. I wonder how he's feeling about the Avalanche getting bound.
Getting fucking whacked. Because I think he was saying a couple weeks ago about Colorado possibly going all the way again.
I mean, there were a lot of people saying that.
Yeah, I remember him saying that, I believe. That is fucking nuts, man. I can't. Yeah, you know, the playoffs have been pretty fucking wild for hockey, man.
Oh yeah, a lot of. I mean, nobody thought Seattle and Florida were. Florida barely made it in.
Yeah, I mean, Florida beating Boston was fucking crazy. As shitty as the Rangers are, that's the clear fucking upset of the season.
Oh, dude, we were all cheering when Boston got knocked out.
Oh, every person that is not a Boston fan was chanting when fucking Boston got knocked out.
And all those idiots in the crowd were memes the next day.
Yeah,
crying and pouting and
crying. Well, we lost. Fuck you. Fuck Boston, man. Boston should just get fucking knocked off of the United States. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them and all their teams. The Celtics, the Patriots, all those fucks.
Oh, yeah.
Where the fuck is this guy Mike, man? Better FaceTime while we're live. Yeah, I agree, Gator. At this point, Rangers are out. Fuck hockey. I'm ready for September, dude.
I know. Yeah, it's football time, man.
Oh, dude, I'm so ready. Yeah. Just seeing Rodgers in a Jets jersey has made me totally just skip everything from now till September 10th. I'm ready for the season, man. I can't wait for the schedule release, which is Thursday, the 11th next week, so a week from today. We'll get the schedule.
Oh, we get the schedule put out?
Yep. The only game that's confirmed so far is that the Chiefs and the Panthers are playing one of the international games. They're going overseas. I forget where it is.
Isn't it Germany? I think it's Germany.
Might be Germany. They said Panthers, Chiefs, which is crazy. You have arguably the worst team in football last year going to play against the Chiefs.
Yeah. I mean, that could be a massacre.
It could be a fucking bloodbath.
Who knows? Maybe Bryce Young balls out.
I hope so. This is why we need Mike. I'm ready for Mike to start yelling how Bryce Young sucks. Where the fuck is this guy? We need him.
He said he's still finagling with the. He said he believes it's a setting. It's got to be a setting, but he's gonna keep going for now. So
he ain't coming on. I'll bet money.
That's all. Chris is coming on soon. Need him for Chris. So.
Yeah, that's it. Get his ass in there. Let's go. Yeah, man. I'm definitely. Again, I want to talk this shit with Mike, so we'll push it on as much as we can here. But I'm definitely shocked the Giants gave Dexter less than what I thought, man. I really thought he was gonna get Jeffrey Simmons money, a little more than what he got.
Well, so now do you think a Saquon deal is coming right behind that or no?
I don't know, man. I don't think they can pay him yet because they still had to make cap room for the rookies.
I still think that's going to be a problem, man.
I do too. I could see him not playing, bro. I know Giants fans want to be hopeful and say, "Oh no, he's not that type of guy, bro." He's a running back in the league. When running backs' lives are short, he is that guy. He is not going to play if you don't pay his ass. He's not going to waste a year getting $10 million when he wants 12. The extra $2 million at that position is a big difference, man.
So I got just switching teams real quick. I mean, Lamar officially signed today.
Crazy deal, man. Highest player in NFL history.
But now, so I will give him this, Suggs. I know the big part of like you and Mike's like discussion about Lamar is, the guy has no talent, the guy around him, and he has to do everything himself, and he's got talent now, man. So if he comes out and has a bad year,
there's no excuse.
There's going to be a lot of eyes on him, man, because you saw the wide receiver group he's got now.
It's a great group, dude. They got guys. They have running backs. They have arguably a top 3 tight end. They have fucking receivers that can play, man. If Odell stays healthy and Zay Flowers can pan out, I mean, this could be a team. Realistically, I could see them knocking out the Bengals for first place in this division.
It's going to be really close for first place in that division.
It's going to be it's going to be a bloodbath, man.
Yeah.
Zach felt left out with the Knicks and Rangers games. Rumor has it Rodgers is taking them. Fuck Zach Wilson. Fuck him. He's a fucking asshole. You see, I don't know if you saw on Twitter, at the Knicks game, Sauce and Aaron Rodgers were sitting next to Jessica Alba.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
And he put on, like, the thing that was the video of him talking, and she wrote back to it saying, like, his exact words, like, how smooth he is and everything.
I see why they call him Sauce now, yeah.
Yeah, and Sauce was like, 2 days later, you're still talking about me? I must be him.
But didn't he, not know it was her?
Yeah, he didn't know it was her. Fucking crazy.
Oh, man.
That is hilarious.
Some people live under a rock, man.
Yeah, definitely. No doubt. But, yeah, I mean, back to Lamar for a sec here. Again, another situation Mike would love to comment on. I think he comes out and has a killer year, dude. I mean, he said in his interview today, he was like, there's no doubt that I'm ready to work. He said he told reporters, I want to throw for 6,000 yards. Like, this guy is not playing around.
Which, realistically, he had, Beckham could be 1,000 yard. Bateman could be 1,000 yards.
Andrews could be 1,000 yards. Zay Flowers could be 800. Like, this guy could push 5,000, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this could be a serious season. Like, I'm ready. I can't fucking wait, man. I'm ready to see them play.
Well, the scary thing, too, is that all these weapons now also open up his run lanes more.
How do you game plan for this?
That read option is going to be ridiculous.
You're going to have to game plan mostly for his quick passing because, I mean, he's good downfield, but, I mean, they're going to have to stick to quick game, I think. They have a lot of short, fast receivers.
Especially hitting Beckham on those quick slants.
Slants, outs, corners. They're going to throw seam routes to Mark Andrews.
Honestly, I can see Lamar catching a couple touchdowns. You know Beckham can throw already, so
hell yeah.
You want Lamar just streak?
Yeah.
I mean,
he'll go up and get it.
Backyard football style, man. Just go.
Gator's funny, man. He said that guy's a punk. See, I don't think he's a punk, man. I think he's just an illiterate from Florida. I don't think he got proper schooling, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh man. We'll see.
Yeah, be tough, man.
A lot of good stuff coming up, man. It's
Shoot Mike a text here before we get Chris on. Make sure to see if he's coming in or not. Yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm excited for the season. I seriously think Lamar could have an unbelievable season, dude. There's no excuses. He has the weapons. As long as they all stay healthy, there's really no excuse, man.
Yeah, agreed. I don't know. It's all the divisions. I mean, you got a lot of new quarterbacks that are going to be starting, man.
A lot, man. There's a lot of new guys. I mean, I can go through the list. I mean, there's probably at least 6-7 teams that have new starters.
I'm still surprised that there was no Derrick Henry or D-Hop trade.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like D-Hop is pretty happy with the Cardinals now. I guess something must have flipped. I don't know. I wouldn't be happy with that fucking midget, but
if I were him, I'd want to go to a contender, man. You're at the back end of your career. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it don't make sense. They're kind of in a rebuild. QB needs to be the smartest guy on the field. Last until. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, even Sanchez was all right, but Chad was, I mean, way better, man.
Well, Sanchez looked better than he did because of the defenses he had. Those defenses were nasty he had.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, he wasn't the worst. He's probably been the best quarterback they've had since Rodgers, honestly, though.
Oh, by far. It's not even close. It's not even close. All right, Mike's still figuring out his shit, so I'm going to bring Chris on, man. We'll talk some shit, and then, honestly, I guess it's looking like this is going to be a shorter one without Mike, man. All right. So, Chris, let's add him on here. What's going on, dude?
What's up, boys?
What's
going on,
up,
man? Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think January was the last time I was on.
Yeah, man, it's been a little bit, man. How you been, man? Busy with work?
Yeah, busy with work. A lot of emotions with the sports in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, man. Everything's throwing us for a run. I mean, I know you, same with us a couple days later, but we go from getting Rodgers to you having to watch the Islanders get fucking smacked.
I know, and I think the Rangers were the victims of their own domination of the first two games. Yeah. Because if that didn't happen, they probably don't put in a different goalie, and that series is probably a lot different.
Absolutely. Yeah, agreed. Two 5-1 losses in a row. I mean, you have to make the change. You know,
you have to change after that.
Yeah, I mean that kid came in. Schmidt looked good, man. He didn't play. He had no flaws in those first two games. I know we came out won another one in Game 6, but I mean the guy he played phenomenal. He was all over the goal. He was playing post to post, man. And we just looked like shit. We straight out just looked like shit.
Yeah.
Now, is this the end for Gallant? I'm hearing that this might be his last. He might not come back next year.
That's the rumor I'm hearing too. But I mean, I know we talked to Mike a lot about it, and it's like, who are you really going to replace him with? The only person that you could possibly replace him with
is Messi.
Who just fired the goalie?
Oh,
you're talking about Washington.
No, Calgary just fired their goalie.
I know who you're talking about. His name just escaped me.
His name, but yeah, I think he was the talk of possible replacement. But I don't think it was Gallant, man. I mean,
I think he got out coached, but I don't think he's the sole blame for this. I think we just came out flat every game. We did not look good. We couldn't pass the puck into the zone. We couldn't do anything correct, man. It was just a mess.
Yeah. We look frustrated the whole series.
Very, which is it makes no sense. You're up 2-0 and then you start playing like you're down 3-0.
Yeah.
I mean, it's NHL head coaches are made to be fired. Like even if you have one bad year, it's like they're looking for an excuse to get rid of you anyway.
Yep.
I know.
No doubt.
I mean, the Islanders did give a good fight, though. I mean,
they did.
They gave it a good run. Sorokin looked off that whole series, though.
Yeah, he did. I think I don't know, the Islanders, they're a flawed team. They got a lot of holes. They had a lot of injuries too. I mean, even though Barzell came back, he was hurt for like a good 2 months, I believe, and
he was out for a while.
Yeah. Questionable if he was even fully healthy, honestly.
Yeah, I doubt he was. I mean, and the Horvat didn't, come through like he was supposed to, but we got 8 more years to see if he could, so we'll see about that.
I got John in the chat here. John's a Canes fan, so he said, "Shut up, it's excuses, Chris."
Sam, hey, I give it up to Carolina. They're a good team. I mean, I would have been surprised if we beat them anyway, but they're they beat up the Devils pretty good last night too. So they're
doing it. I hope they sweep them right out.
Sam and your dad is having computer problems. We tried to get him on, but now he's pissed off. So, oh my God, is that Mike?
Hey, there he is.
Oh!
Get him in here.
There he is. He's got a beer in his hand and a smile on his face.
Fuck everybody, man.
Oh, Lord. This how you greet me?
Except for you, Chris. What's up, brother?
How you doing, bud?
Doing all right. Having a rough night.
Yeah, he's having a rough one, man.
Oh, boy. Well, I'm just glad that your mom's doing better. I'm really glad to hear that. It was,
Much better. Yeah, she's actually probably leaving the hospital tomorrow to go to like a rehabilitation facility, and things are on the up and up, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't be surprised. I mean, raising you for all those years, you got to be tough cookie anyway. So, you know.
There's a lot of mileage on those tires, man. That's
I got that right.
So, Mike, we were just talking a little bit. You know, we talked a little bit about the Islanders, you know, shit in the bed. Jets getting Rodgers, I mean, Chris, what do you think about that, man? You got to be excited. I know I am.
Of course, you know, I'm a stat. I mean, he's automatically the best freaking quarterback this team has ever had.
No doubt.
But also, you know, I also want to be cautious about this because, I mean, it doesn't come without risk. I mean, we have to look at like some of the realistic aspects about this. You know, I mean, he did have a down year, I guess, by his standards, was a little bit of a down year.
Yeah,
he's he's 39, he'll be 40. I mean, I'm just hoping, you know, hopefully this isn't like a Max Scherzer situation here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
Sometimes you get these guys a year too late instead of a year too early. But you know, overall, I'm excited though. I mean, especially with the guys that they have on offense too, with Garrett Wilson, you know, Breece Hall coming back. And the only thing I'm concerned about is if Becton could stay healthy for a whole year.
Listen, man, if Becton stays healthy, we can protect this guy, man. I think we're getting an angry Aaron Rodgers. It seems like he has a chip on his shoulder. You know, since he's been here, he seems like, not to sound weird, but he sounds young. He seems younger. He seems like his old self. You know, he seems like he's ready to win.
Yeah, he seems rejuvenated. I think maybe those last few years in Green Bay maybe took a toll on him, or maybe he was just getting tired. And I mean, he's attending every Island, you know, every Ranger Nick game. So, you know, I mean, he's becoming a part of the he's starting to become a part of the New York fabric there. So that's pretty good.
I liked it when they walked around the Nick game. You know, they went before the game. They walked around the city, the three of them, like they were just normal guys. You know, they didn't act like they didn't have security. They kind of just did their thing, talked to fans. Rodgers said no one would let him pay for his food. Like, shit like that is super cool.
You know what? The three of us understand what that's like. You got to see when the three of us walk through New York City. I mean, it's like the Beatles have arrived again, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking
crazy. I mean, you know, I don't know how you guys, you know, even walk through New York City or even Long Island for that matter. Yeah. I mean, if you guys walk in the streets, I mean, it's got to be like Beatlemania from like the 60s or something like that.
Yeah, man.
Nobody's paying for our food, though. So.
Yeah, no. Well, that's because Long Island, they're fucking cheap. That's why.
We haven't had anybody pick up a tab yet.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I'll take a hot dog or something. Yeah.
Walk into a fucking bagel place in the morning. I got people behind me shivering and shit. They're so excited.
Yeah.
Look, the way I feel about the Rodgers thing, I mean, from the outside looking in as a non-Jet fan, regardless of the outcome here, you can never be upset with what the Jets just did to bring in Aaron Rodgers. No. I don't care what the outcome is.
No way.
They had to make the move. And I've been saying I would have given up whatever the hell they wanted. I would have thrown it at them. You know, it doesn't matter to me. Get him here.
That's it.
Yeah, they had to. I mean, if you can't blame Woody Johnson for this either, because if Joe Douglas would have done his job and crafted the right quarterback, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Absolutely, man. You know, it's
there's always, you know, it's hard, you know, when you got Aaron, even though he's 39, you have a chance to get Aaron Rodgers. I mean, you just can't pass that up.
No way. I would have taken Rodgers at 52 over fucking Zach Wilson. So
yeah, I mean, it looks like well, the schedule's coming out next Thursday, I believe, and it looks like the Jets are going to be getting a lot of primetime games next year.
I hope so, man.
For sure.
For the first time in fucking forever.
They might start the season against the Giants, right, at MetLife?
I hope so, man. Listen, they have a perfect setup here. You know, it's a shitty situation, but, you know, we got 9/11. That'll be a Monday night game. How do you not set up Jets Giants? I mean, playing in Jersey, of course. But
how
do you not set that up? That's the perfect marketing play, man. You can make a big thing out of that.
Yeah, they have a lot. They play like Kansas City. Of course, they got Buffalo, and they got a lot of games that are pretty marketable this year. So, yeah, we'll see. It's going to be fun, though. At the very least, it's going to be fun. It's not fun watching a freaking team that could barely score 15 points a game.
Yeah, I definitely agree, man. The guy Rodgers is 82-10 in his career when his team doesn't let up more than 18 points a game. The Jets averaged 18 points a game, or actually, it was over 20 points. The Jets averaged 18.5 last year. I mean, this team is primed to come out. We're going to be leading games in the fourth. We're ready to go. I think we really are. And I'm with you, Dad. I'm taking Rodgers with one fucking leg over Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. And it looks like, and it's interesting today because it looks like Derek Lawrence got paid pretty good today.
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence got paid, man.
And that's obviously going to affect what Quentin Williams gets paid now too. So I think this might be I think we're looking at like what the measuring stick is now with the defensive lineman, because Quentin Williams is going to get a pretty good payday. So I'm thinking this is probably something that might be comparable to like what he's looking for.
Absolutely. I said to Steven before you got on here, man, I said, I think Quentin Williams might be the first guy to get $100 million on the line right now. You know what I mean? I think this is going to be a 4 for 100 kind of deal, 25 a year. I mean, the guy deserves it. He was probably the best defensive tackle in football last year. He's the heart and soul of the Jets defense, I believe. No matter how good Sauce is.
Him and Dexter Lawrence are probably the 1 and 2. I mean, they were both this year.
They were real good, man. Those two, again, Jeffrey Simmons killed it. He got paid. I think he got 24. I mean, these guys are getting money, man. It's crazy, but they're getting paid. They deserve it.
Yo, absolutely.
So I'm definitely excited, man. The push for September is coming. I'm dying.
I know. It's really not that far away either. It's like, what, 4 months from now?
Yeah, it'll come fast.
Chris, do you think the Giants reach a deal with Saquon or no?
Oh, God. I mean, it's so tough with these running backs. I mean, you don't want to – sometimes it's like I always thought they should have traded him like this year because, I mean, this is probably the most value you're probably ever going to get for Saquon Barkley. Yep. And I just don't know if it's like if it's really worth paying him the kind of money that he's looking for. I mean, he's a great player, don't get me wrong, but then again, it's like these guys are so, I mean, he's had injury history. He does have an injury history, so we can't ignore that. I just think that if they they did franchise him though, right?
Yeah, he's on the franchise right now. I think he's set to make like a little over $10 million this year.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say, hey, you know what? Either play on the franchise tag or I don't know. I mean, maybe seek a trade out, but I don't know if I'd be willing to go more than 2 or 3 at the absolute most years for him. I mean, it's just it just wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense to invest that kind of money in him. How old is he? Like 27, 28 maybe?
Yeah, I think he's like 27 now at least.
6, I think.
It's just the injuries that
the injuries, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
What, 2 consistent seasons of not being injured?
I mean, Breece Hall already got injured already. I mean, he was a rookie,
These guys, I'm telling you, running back it's the easiest. You can replace the running back the easiest, but these guys, they all want their money because they know the league. Running back life is short. They want to get their money while they can, play while they can, and that's it, man. That's why
Saquon just turned 26 in February.
Oh, all right. Well, he's still young, but I mean,
the injuries are still a factor,
Yeah, injury. Yeah, it has to be a factor. I mean, plus it's like, you paid Dexter Lawrence, you just paid Daniel Jones. I'm sure you got some other guys on the horizon that are going to want to get paid too. So it's like, how much can you really commit to him if you want to be, if you want to be moving forward and improving your team as they get younger too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I mean, even him playing on the tag. It's a lot of money, over $10 million. I get it, but I understand when running backs want to make their bank right now because they're very short.
Oh no, I don't blame them.
But I would not be. Not that you can go get a running back any day of the week that's going to have the talent of a Saquon Barkley, but
no.
But we've seen time and time again that getting a running back that high in the draft and investing all this time and money into him, it never really pans out, man.
It's very rare that it does.
It's rare.
So many guys now too. You can plug people into the right systems, and you don't have to be a superstar, but you can still make it work.
Get the job done, man. Look at I mean Tyler Algier last year for the Falcons, man. I know the Falcons were a shit show, but this is a guy that no one even knew coming into the draft.
Yeah.
And the kid goes for 1,100 yards, man. I mean, you can find these guys from a fucking hole in the wall that just want to – they're dogs. They want to play, man. You know, they're not expected to be good, but they come out and fucking kill it. I mean, majority of the running backs in this league, besides Saquon, McCaffrey, Zeke, I mean, you have guys like Kamara, Dalvin Cook. They're all second, maybe third day guys in the draft, you know?
Yeah.
You find the gems in those later days.
And to prove the point, the Jets had to draft a running back this year for insurance for Breece Hall in case he gets injured again or if he's not ready for the beginning of the season. So, you know, I think it's just more prudent if you spend it's worth it spending a third or fourth round pick on a running back.
Every year,
paying cheap money, and then when it's time to get paid, you either if you really feel like you have to give them the money or you just replace them. But I think it's tough to be a running back in this league because, you know, it's just a big risk to give you that kind of money.
It's a brutal position, man. It's such a brutal position.
Yeah.
My take on it is this, man. Unless you got a guy that you are 100% confident in that doesn't get injured, you know, you had him for at least a year or two. Yeah. If I'm at GM, I'm taking one running back every single year in the draft. I don't care if it's round 2 or round 7. I'm getting a guy that could come, get some touches, and help my team, man, no matter what. You got to have that.
Another thing I feel about Saquon, Angelo, sorry to cut you off there, but
no, you're good.
If he plays on the tag this year, if he says, screw it, you know what, I'm in, I'm going to just do it, and he goes out and he has another phenomenal year, okay, now give him an extension and give him some money. He earned it.
Yeah. Then you give him a 2 year.
Healthy. He's a top 3 running back 2 years in a row.
Yep.
All right, now you earn some money maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, they could pay him right now and lock him up for 4 or 5 years. He comes out and tears another ACL.
Waste of money. Then you give this guy all this money, and you just spent money that could have been going to Jalen Hyatt in 2 years. You know, like
I think it's just there might become a trend where you just give these guys you give them a lot of money for like 2 years instead of like 4 or 5. It's like, you know, we'll give you a little extra money but we're only going to keep you for like 2 years, maybe 3 at best.
Yeah.
But it's like
not to shit on the Cowboys, but look at the deal they gave Zeke, man. They gave him a 5-year deal for what, $75 million, and look. The guy has just gone like this every year. And it's not enough where, you know, it's going to be a guy where he's out of the league. But, I mean, look, he's not on a roster now.
Yeah, which is still surprising because he still put up 10 touchdowns last year.
The guy was a touchdown machine in the red zone. But, I mean.
That's why I was saying, like, I feel like a team like the Bengals or, like, you know, somebody like that who needed, like, that change of pace back where you have Mixon doing the bulk and then give the goal line with the Zeke and stuff, like he'll still give you the right team. He can get you 12 touchdowns still.
Absolutely.
You know?
No doubt in my mind, he could still get those touchdowns, man. Put him on a Cincinnati that scores a lot of touchdowns on the ground in the red zone. I mean, the guy will put up another 10 touchdowns.
Yeah, definitely.
And Cincinnati's a team that I think might be interested in him come a week or so if what happens.
I can see a Cincinnati jumping on that. Yeah.
Well, not anymore, but I was also thinking Buffalo too. Imagine, look at how many like turnovers Buffalo had in the red zone.
A lot, you know.
Oh God,
because they rely on their quarterback to run it because they don't have a guy.
Or imagine the option there where you could do the fake, either do the fake and run in with Allen, or
actually it'd be crazy. It would be crazy.
Oh yeah,
nuts. It would be almost unstoppable, man.
Yeah.
They actually just picked up a veteran. They picked up Latavius Murray.
They did. I saw that. He's a hard runner too.
Hard runner, good red zone guy. Again, I mean, they got James Cook. Hopefully, that kid. I mean, I hope he fucking sucks, but for them, I'm sure they're hoping he turns out to be all right. You know,
Murray just a couple of years ago in the Saints was a touchdown machine too. You know,
beast. He was an absolute beast, man.
Yeah,
no doubt. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the season, man. I can't wait for September.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys touch on hockey at all? Did I miss some hockey?
A little bit, yeah. We just talked on the Islanders, you know.
We did the Ranger talk, though. We wanted to wait for you on that one.
Yeah, you know, we touched on Gallant a little bit. Yeah, that's really it, man.
Look, the series was a complete disappointment. I honestly think maybe if the Rangers didn't beat the snot out of them in the first 2 games, they would have kept.
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. I think they were the victim of their own domination of game 1 and 2.
Yeah,
because when you beat them. Because you have no choice but to change the goalie at that point. And we see this every year. You make that goalie early in the playoffs, and sometimes these guys just take over and, you know, get them all the way to, you know, sometimes the Stanley Cup.
I mean, like back in 2014, Angelo, I don't know if you remember it. You were too young maybe, but Steven, I know does, and Chris, I know you do. When the Rangers faced the Kings that year, Jonathan Quick came out of nowhere and literally put that team on his back all the way to the Stanley Cup. You know?
Yeah, we see it all the time.
Yeah,
I remember when the Ducks had J.S. Jaguar that one year where you just fucking took. Oh, I think it was like the early 2000s, maybe. But
they beat the Devils that year, right?
Yeah, no, he lost to the Devils.
Oh,
yes. He won the Conn Smythe, but he's lost in Game 7 or something like that.
They lost the series, but he won MVP of the playoffs.
Yeah, he was just unbelievable. Yeah, he was unreal. Like I've never seen anything quite like it before. It was like basically like a Dominic Hasek or Martin Brodeur performance.
He was a flash in the pan, that guy. You know, I mean, he didn't have a giant career or anything like that.
No,
some guys you just get hot, man. Hockey is a sport where if you get hot, it doesn't matter who you have, man. If you have a goalie that is willing to go to war every night and defend the net, and you can play hard in front of him, you can't beat him. Look at the Devils. Look at the Devils. The Devils had Hughes.
Game 1 though, they pulled the kid. The kid was shut us out twice, and then he got blown up the first game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see who they start. The Devils now. Do they go back to the kid, or do they roll the other guy? I mean,
it's a tough one. You don't know what they'll do, man.
I don't know. The kid definitely got you to the next round, though. So I mean, I would maybe give him one more chance. But
I mean, I think they have to give him another chance. He had a shitty game against us in Game 6, but look, Game 7 he comes out, has a shutout. The kid, his confidence is there. We just played good the one game.
We'll see. But I mean, I don't know. All that firepower on the Rangers, and we didn't do anything.
I wonder. Do we? Chris, the three of us have been having this conversation. I'm like kind of on the fence where if the Rangers decide they're going to keep Gerard Gallant, I'm okay with it. If they get rid of him, I'm okay with it. Like if they go out and get a Joel Quenneville, or they go out and get, who else is out there that's looking for a job? Daryl Sutter. Daryl Sutter's going to look for a job. So you're going to have some cup-winning coaches that are out there.
Yeah.
Right.
But I also don't want to I hate the pattern of every 2 years you're firing a coach, man.
It sucks.
I mean, it's like, you have to look at like some of the guys like Panarin who didn't like really. This is a guy who gets a ton of money and he didn't really show up in this series, did he?
He didn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest problem. It's like these guys, where like guys like Bo Horvat who had a horrible series for us, and now we gave. I mean, hopefully, he could. Turn around next, but you give these guys big money and they don't show up. It's like you're kind of hamstrung about what to really do.
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree, man. I actually just got info. I think I got a guy that might want the job. I don't know if you guys can read that. Pretty sure that guy might want the fucking Rangers.
Here's my take on the whole Messier thing. I know he wanted the job 2 years ago and they didn't even interview him. They did interview him before they hired Alain Vigneault. Yeah. Now, they felt that the team that when they hired Alain Vigneault was ready to win right then and there. They didn't want a guy that had no coaching experience.
Yeah.
Here's my take, though. You've gone through these recycled head coaches so many times. All these teams do it constantly.
Yeah.
Change it up. Messier was arguably a coach on the ice to begin with.
Absolutely.
If anything, the fan base is gonna forget about this playoff loss in a real hurry if you announce that you just hired Mark Messier as their head coach.
No doubt.
Give it a shot. Try something different.
It doesn't hurt, man. You have a team that's ready to win, but they're not winning. It's that simple. You can't keep replaying the same shit every year, man. Give Messier a chance, Like Mike said to me the other day, Messier is best friends with Gretzky. Imagine those two pairing up and coming to the team to coach the Rangers, man. It would ignite New York. Everyone would be ecstatic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm nervous, though, because, if he goes there and he blows it, is that going to tarnish his, reputation? I
mean, it could, but is it your reputation? Fuck him. He's already in the rafters. Who gives a shit?
I don't know.
He's still going to be looked at. He's going to do his. If he gets fired, he'll go right back to talking on air, and everyone will love him again. It won't matter.
I guess.
No.
I'd rather risk it and take a chance than be stuck living this same fucking bad dream.
Well, we can't keep doing this.
We got to do something. Yeah,
you got to do something, man. It's fucking bad.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, on another, how's the weather out there right now, bro?
It's actually warming up pretty good. It's looks like the snow is behind us. Not that we get like that much in Denver anyway, but
yeah,
it's warming up. It's actually pretty nice now. Actually, it's starting to feel like spring now.
You got some snow just recently, didn't you?
Like I'd say, it was like a week or two ago. I think it was. Yeah. We usually get that late push in April. We get that like one last storm in April.
All right, not too bad. Lucky us. I mean, we didn't really get too much snow this year, man.
We got none. We got nothing out here, man.
Yeah, we got nothing.
Couple small.
That's 2 years in a row, which is kind of weird.
I'll take it. I hate snow.
Yeah.
I never want to see it again.
Yeah, I like little flurries. It looks nice in the grass. That's it.
I'll be just fine with no snow, man.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need
okay
2
with
foot. 2 foot was fun when I was 6, and I used to play it.
See, I don't mind the cold though. I can have it 30 degrees and no snow, and I'm good. Like,
30 degrees, no snow, no wind.
Perfect.
No problem.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I haven't worn a jacket in years. I literally just wear a hooded sweatshirt, and
I work with a guy like that. He went to school in Colorado actually, and he's the guy where it's freezing cold out. He's got a hoodie and he's still wearing shorts.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I won't wear shorts, but I mean, it's like anything under like 50 degrees, I'll probably wear pants. But
Yeah. Understandable, man.
So I had an idea. I'm gonna run this by you guys right now. How about we do? Let's pick we got to pick. It's got to be a Jet game, even though I'm not a Jet fan. But they got Rodgers now, so it's a pretty special thing. Let's do a live show and let's watch. Let's get as many guests on as we can, and let's watch a game together.
No, I'm down.
Live.
I'm down, man. That'd be awesome. I think we can get like 8 of us in here. Actually, we can get a bunch of people.
I could it will have to depend on what game. If it's a game I could watch at home, I could probably do it. If it's like a primetime game or something like that.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna have quite a few to choose from this year.
I think we got a good schedule coming, man. I can't wait. I'm fucking dying. I'm itching over here. I can't wait to see the schedule, man. It's just one step closer to the season.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited, man.
And Chris, I got to ask you this, man, real quick before we let you go, man. What'd you think of our new intro video we got going the last few weeks, man?
I just subscribed to the YouTube channel, which because it took us. I have to go back and watch the intro video because I've been like usually catching you guys in the middle, so I have to go back and like watch the show from.
Right,
so I'll watch it. So and
I got you. I'll hook you up right now. Hold on, I'm gonna play this shit right now.
Oh, okay.
This is Sports of Ages.
Sick.
You like it, bro? Or what?
Oh, that was fucking nice.
Yeah, our guy Gator, man. Shout him out again real quick. Gator is a beast.
That's Gator, man.
He is fucking
Hell
awesome.
yeah, that was awesome.
He made that video for us. He's always on the Jake Asman show. He's fucking awesome. Dude.
So it's gonna be. So now that I got you on YouTube, now I can watch you on a big screen.
Hell
so
yeah.
I get to see how big my head really is in real life.
Don't worry, man. You don't gotta be. None of us got small heads. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Well, Chris, thanks for coming on as always, man. We appreciate it.
Oh, thanks a lot, boys. And hopefully next time I come on, the Yankees will actually pull their heads out of their asses or learn how to avoid an injury. Maybe that'd be nice.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
There's a black cloud over them right now, man.
My God, it's freaking. It's like they're almost unwatchable.
Seriously,
bad, yeah, it is.
Well, Chris, we love you, brother. Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot, brother. Love the intro. Thank you for having me on again.
Absolutely,
and
bro.
We'll be talking soon, guys.
No
Absolutely,
problem.
bro. You have a good one, right? We'll talk soon.
Right, see you later, Chris.
Later, bro.
Chris Zufel, man.
The always entertaining and loyal Chris, man. He's the best.
Absolutely. Guy's a beast. Big Jets fan, big Islander fan, just big sports fan overall.
And again, we talked about this last year. He wants to do a Sopranos show where we talk nothing but Sopranos.
Yeah, definitely. Gotta get you guys on there.
Angelo's you got to get on your game, bro.
I know. I gotta watch this shit. I've been lacking, man.
Because this isn't going to be like talking Sopranos what they did because we're not going to have 87 episodes to do this. We're going to have to recap 86 episodes in one show. So.
Yeah, we'll get Chris on here. We'll get Tony on here. We got all you guys have been watching. I gotta watch it so I can get on this.
We're probably gonna have to watch it again. I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, for like the 82nd time. I think you've watched every single episode the same amount of episodes there are.
Yeah, I've watched the podcast fucking 4 times. Are you kidding me?
I just recently started Sons, but I'll put it on hold. I'll watch Sopranos again.
Oh my god!
I
don't know how you guys do it.
I'm on the second to last episode of Sons.
I don't know how you guys
Steven
do it.
tonight, don't come in the living room. Spoiler alert, man. I don't want to blow it for you.
I couldn't do it, man. I watched Shameless twice, and halfway through, like the second time watching it, I was like, "Fuck, man! I don't know if I can keep going. This, I can't do it, man. I can't do it."
I'm trying to get Jordan through Shameless. She's in season 7. So.
Oh, nice. First time is you can't beat the first time.
We're making it through.
First time I watched Shameless, I was in I had stomach aches for like 3 weeks from laughing. Oh my god! Every episode it was another fucking thing.
It's the perfect show to have on in the background, man. I've seen it already. Sometimes you get the quick one-liners going on, and
definitely.
anything Frank Gallagher's doing.
Man, forget it, man.
Fucking Frank Gallagher, almost unbeatable, man.
Or Francis Gallagher.
Francis, yeah. Oh man,
Matty Frank.
So, we got a lot of stuff coming up, man. I can't wait for the season, boys. I'm super excited for football.
Yeah,
really.
Weather. A couple of me and Angela got that corn going.
Yeah, cornhole. We're gonna have to post some cornhole content on the page, man.
Oh, for sure.
Videos of us going. We'll go live and stream us going 1-on-1 and shit.
Maybe we can start like a annual Sports of Ages cornhole tourney or something, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Get people going, have some prizes
man.
Or something. And,
definitely get my dad in on this. He's been dying every day we talk about it. He's ready to go, man. He can't wait.
Yeah, maybe we can make it like our annual event or something.
Definitely.
I'm sure we can get something going, man.
Yeah.
No doubt. Everyone loves to play this shit, man.
We got to get some custom Sports of Ages boards made up with our logo on them.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
It might be tough. We're going to have our logo on the bottom or else the face is going to be cut out.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Well, we'd have to probably make it a lot smaller, but we'll get it.
Hey, Mike, by the way, happy belated birthday, brother. Yeah. Happy. That was a big one, right? A big 5-0.
5-0. Oh,
damn.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not that far behind. I'll be there soon.
Hey, my arm's always
ready. I feel like I'm 10 years older than him.
Well, yeah, because you got grandkids.
I got more than that, bro.
Yeah, you got a lot, man. You got everything.
My arm stays ready with cornhole. I'm ready to go play right now.
Mike's got kids, stepkids, grandkids.
Kids I don't know about.
Kids all over, man. Damn. Shit. You ever see the episode of Law and Order with John Stamos and he has like kids in like every state? He went to every state and he got someone pregnant in every state and they all came for him at once. That's going to be Mike one day.
Yeah, Mike, it's the only thing I don't have is hair. I have everything else, bro. You name it, I got it, bro.
Yeah, that's it, man. Shit.
That's awesome. John Stamos.
Yeah, he was a doctor, yep.
You know what's a pretty cool story? John Stamos, years ago, I heard this on the from Steve Shripper when he was running the hotel in Vegas. So they had the oh my god, I just totally drew a blank, son of a bitch. The band who's the band with Brian Wilson? Was it the Bee Gees? Not the Bee Gees. Fuck. Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna have to retell this story because I just forgot. I just drew a total fuck. The Beach Boys. I'm sorry. Okay, so they the Beach Boys were playing at the Riviera Hotel. And now Brian Wilson was like the big guy from the Beach Boys, but he was out of the group by then. They wanted to pack the place. Steve Sharippa started spreading a rumor that he was going to be there.
Oh my god,
that's hilarious.
Well, he showed up.
Holy shit.
Their drummer, I guess, was either just not with them or passed away already, whatever. John Stamos played all the shows as the drummer of the Beach Boys.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's sick.
He's actually a really talented fucking guy, man, John Stamos.
He is. No doubt.
Full House playing Jesse and the Rippers. It was really
Jesse and the Rippers!
I was just going to say, the Beach Boys, it's so funny you say that because the Beach Boys were on Full House.
There
you go.
The Beach Boys were on Full House.
Jesse
That's
and the
crazy.
Rippers. I forgot about that.
Oh, they were Jesse. Uncle Jesse could sing, man.
You can actually go and they got to be on YouTube. There's videos of him singing live on Broadway.
Oh wow!
And like doing a phenomenal performance, man. He's a really talented dude.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching him on Full House. There was plenty of episodes where they had him singing, and he was damn good, man.
His on TV wife there, what was her name? Aunt
Becky.
Becky. Yes, I'm pretty sure at some point he got a phone call saying, "John, I fucked up."
Yeah. And Becky ain't looking too hot right now.
No.
Oh yeah, isn't she? She got locked up, right?
Oh, she's locked up. She's fucking basically Akon singing locked up. She's fucked.
Right now,
That criminal bitch. She was cool, but she's a criminal now. Shit, that is crazy.
Fantastic.
Who was the other one that was?
See, you never know people, bro. You never know people. This is crazy.
I know she was like the main one though.
You have Uncle Jesse's. I know. Janine ain't talking to me.
Who are you talking about? Me? Oh, maybe me. I might have it now. My hair's pretty
That's
long.
not talking about me either. So.
Uncle Jesse, man. That's a great show.
Oh, so guys, I wanted to run this by you. If I mean, look, I'll talk sitcoms all fucking night, but hold on. So there was a post today that ESPN. What was this? Is that the ESPN fantasy logo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So a guy that from ESPN posted this. I don't know his name because we could motherfuck him right now if we wanted to, but he put in his top 10 2023 quarterback rankings.
Oh God, it's gonna be god awful. Watson's probably 3.
No. Hold on. This is a really weird list. I'm gonna read his list. Okay.
Okay.
Number 1, Patrick Mahomes.
Fair.
No one can really argue that.
Wait
Number
a second.
2,
Is this overall or is he talking fantasy?
Fantasy.
These are fantasy rankings.
Okay, so he's talking who he thinks is gonna put up like the best points. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So Patrick Mahomes number 1, Josh Allen number 2,
Yep.
Jalen Hurts number 3,
Yep.
Burrow number 4.
Okay.
Number 5. This one blows my mind. Number 5, Justin Fields at number 5.
Understandable because
The
of
only
fantasy
way I
points.
can see is because with running quarterbacks like that, if he rushes in the touchdown, he gets the 6. If he passes, he gets the 4.
Yeah.
So if he runs in 3 touchdowns, he's getting 18 points there.
Listen, he averaged almost 100 yards rushing a game. I mean, that's 10 points a week right there. You know, there was guys that didn't put up 10 points a week.
Well, depending on the league, though, if it's a PPR or just regular league like that, could change things.
Okay.
So.
Number 6, Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Number 7, Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Number 8, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
Number 9, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I could see that.
And number 10, Daniel Jones. How do you guys feel about that list?
I think they're giving a little too much credit to Herbert, honestly.
I think they're giving too much credit to the last 3. Or no, you said was Herbert before or after Lawrence?
Herbert is number 7, Lawrence number 8, Watson number 9, Jones number 10.
I would take Lawrence over.
I would take Lawrence over Herbert, and then the last 3 are questionable because those guys will produce and they'll have good years, but they're really not fantasy
but
guys.
Fantasy quarterbacks.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Daniel Jones had a total of 22 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying, man. That's crazy. That's not a fantasy guy. That's a good quarterback, but he's not a fantasy.
He hasn't
guy.
been so far.
It's not a fantasy.
I guess everyone with that contract and bringing in a couple of guys now, they're expecting him to
have a better year.
Which look, I want it more than anybody.
Yeah, of course. That is a weird one though, man. That's definitely weird.
I'm trying to think who if guys I did not mention, who could we throw in that list if we could knock a guy or 2 out?
I'm going to tell you right now. So I would probably put.
If you have a healthy Tua, I'm putting.
I'd definitely put 2 in there if he's healthy.
Tua's questionably. I'm putting Dak. Dak always performs in fantasy, dude.
I would this year with the weapons he has, Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, I was just gonna say, how is Rodgers not there?
He's
Rodgers
not going to throw 40 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, that's crazy. Rodgers has to be on there. I mean,
what about Kirk Cousins too?
I think Josh Allen is too high. I don't think Allen should be number 2. I don't think he should be over Hurts or Burrow.
I would put Kirk Cousins over Herbert and those guys too at the end.
Kirk Cousins definitely. I put Josh Allen's always going to be high though because he's a 45 touchdown a year.
Plus his rushing touchdowns.
Well, he gets the rushing ones. Yeah,
I'm saying he's like a 40 total touchdowns a year. This guy. That's why he's so high. I mean, his fantasy production is just fucking insane.
True. Very true.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to think who else.
I'm trying to think of some.
Stafford.
Matt Stafford, if he's playing and healthy.
He puts up points. Honestly,
Derek Carr.
Yeah, Carr possibly. As sad as it sounds, I could see fucking Sam Darnold putting up points with that team around him.
I think Sam Darnold will be the starter for maybe 4 or 5 weeks, and he's out.
No, I think Sam Darnold rides out until Purdy's back.
Yeah, I don't. I think Sam Darnold sucks.
I still say give Trey Lance a chance.
I'm against you. I'm totally other side, and I'm a Jets fan. I'm totally disagreeing with you guys. I think Darnold. If Purdy isn't ready to go, I think Darnold is the starter until Purdy comes.
All right, so let me ask you this: what has Darnold really shown you that makes you think that he could be a top 10 fantasy quarterback this year?
Well, first of all, he'll be on San Fran with arguably the best weapons in football. He'll have McCaffrey, Kittle, Debo Samuel, Ayuk, Geno Smith's a good one too.
I would put Geno way above Sam Darnold. Yeah,
I would put him above Darnold, but I mean, Darnold, one, he was in a terrible situation with the Jets. Then he went to Carolina, who traded away their best player, and he was hurt. Again, another shit show team who just had the number one overall pick. I think he can play, man. I think being under Shanahan, he'll be fine. I think he can come out and have.
That'll help.
I think he can have a 25 touchdown season if he played the full season. Easy.
I don't trust him. Honestly, I just can't.
I would trust him. I think he would be fine there. I think that's the perfect system for him playing for Shanahan.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see.
I'm telling you, if Purdy is not ready week 1, which it's not looking like he's gonna, I'd almost bet every dollar I have that he is the starter over Trey Lance.
If Purdy had a full season, I would put him in top 10 too. I think.
Definitely Purdy full season. I can
not having a full season is killer.
No, yeah, without him playing full season. Honestly, I could see Jared Goff being in the top 10. He has weapons, man.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I forgot about him.
There's a lot of guys, man, that could really reach top 10 potential. It just depends on how they produce fantasy wise. You know?
Yeah, fantasy is always weird because, like I said, it depends on the league, depends on how you set up the points. It's
definitely.
What player surprises us the most this year?
For fantasy or just right?
Nope, just has a season like wow, played his ass off. Now, Angela, you might have just said yours with Darnold, maybe. I don't know.
No, I won't. I mean, I think Darnold, but I'm not going to pick him. Honestly, that's a tough one, man.
I'm going to honestly say Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love. I'm not saying he's going to go off this year. I'm not going to say they're going to win 13 games. What I'm saying is everyone's going to say, you know what? He's the real deal. He can play.
Yeah, I'm trying to not go with a rookie because we don't really know. I could just take a nice guess, I'm trying to think of someone that's really been good. I'm going Justin Fields.
Yeah, I've been against. So you know what? Let him prove me wrong.
Exactly. I think, dude. I think with the weapons they got around him, he's got a much better offensive line now. They upgraded 2 different guys. The defense upgraded a shit ton. They got guys from everywhere. I mean, I think this roster can compete against anybody in that division. Anybody.
I think Derek Carr is a monster here, man.
He should.
Honestly, I don't think that would surprise me that much.
Yeah.
I'm kind of expecting Derek Carr to have a really big
I don't know. From what I see, I feel like people just say, he's basically it's going to be equal of what he did last year. People are saying it's going to be the same stats. It's going to be the same thing.
I can't see him putting up – I can see him having, more wins because of that division. I don't know if I can see him having better stats. I mean, the guy went from playing with Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, Mac Hollins, who played good. Now, his best receiver is Olave, and that's all they have.
I guess, yeah.
They're not going to have Kamara. Mike Thomas will never last.
I think he's going to want to have a proven year, though, stick it to the Raiders, though.
Shut up, man. Stop talking about Brady.
Oh man, you are not kidding. Jesus Christ!
I tell you what, I think the Bucs could end up having the number 1 draft pick next year. To be honest,
really.
They might be a mess.
They're gonna have
they're gonna be a mess. They're gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
Really? Huh. That's a bold prediction. I like that.
I think it. Regardless of what happens overall, as far as the first draft pick, that's the worst team in that division. It's not even close.
Oh, right now, yeah, they're definitely the worst.
What are they? They're rolling with Baker.
Yeah, Baker's their starter.
I don't know, man. I don't mind Baker.
I don't mind Baker either. I think
I just I don't know. If I was Mike Evans, I would want out. I would try and go somewhere. If I was Mike Evans, I know a lot of guys did. He lost Fournette.
Yep.
Yeah, they lost Fournette.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Dad. I mean, Rodgers isn't going to be my first pick unless I can get him later on in the draft, which usually you can get a guy like that. But, I mean, I think Rodgers comes out. I mean, there's no reason why this guy can't have a 35 touchdown season. There's no reason.
Yeah.
No, I could see 35 to 40 touchdowns without a doubt. Yeah.
No doubt. And, last year was the first year he's ever had an interception problem. But, again, he didn't know his receivers. He didn't take the time to go to training camp with his receivers last year. Now he's here playing with our guys. He's been throwing with Lazard, so at least he has that one guy. I mean,
And Cobb.
Rogers coming out and Cobb. I mean, Cobb's not going to play much, but he has the connection, you know.
He's got that safety blanket if he needs it.
Yeah, I mean, him coming out on the McAfee show and comparing Garrett Wilson to Devontae Adams, just the slightest, really gives me a lot of hope, man.
Yeah, Wilson's going to be good, man.
Oh, Wilson's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid had 1,100 yards and 5 touchdowns with what we had last year. I mean, I can't imagine what it's going to be like when he's getting this guy throwing to him, man. It's going to be scary.
Yeah.
I can't. He's thrown with him for a week, and he compared him to Devontae Adams. The guy is arguably the best receiver in the league.
It's pretty remarkable. I mean,
I'm telling you, he looks rejuvenated, man. He looks like a hungry quarterback who's ready to win again. I mean, he's been great in Green Bay the last 3 years. Don't get me wrong. Last year he had a little bit of a slip off, but he looks like Aaron Rodgers again, man. He seems younger. Like he seems like he's back into his prime where he wants to win again.
I think he's wanted to be out of there for a while.
Absolutely.
He hasn't been happy. They haven't been happy. The relationship has been broken for a few years.
Years. I would say probably the last 4 or 5 years. It's been a fucked up situation, man. I think he's wanted out, and now he said it feels like a dream. He said, I feel rejuvenated. I feel good to play here. The fans, I'm happy with the fans. I'm happy with the coaches, my teammates. Like, he's in the big city, man. This is no joke now. He wins here, he's a legend, and he knows that. Anyone who comes here and you win, I mean, the guy is going to be looked at as a fucking legend, man.
Yep, I agree.
It changes his whole legacy.
By the way, 1 year ago today, we witnessed Igor Shesterkin make 79 saves in one game.
Holy shit.
That was a year ago today.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which means the playoffs started a lot later last year.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Rodgers is a weirdo, but he's our weirdo now. By the way, when we started this show, Toronto was winning 2-0. Florida's up 3-2. If you guys weren't paying attention.
Yeah, Jordan just.
I saw that when it was 2-1 Toronto. I didn't know that they scored 2 more after that.
Yep, it is 3-2 now. With 5 minutes left in the second.
Yeah, she's telling me.
I said last series, right? I'm like, watch out for Florida because the confidence you build when you knock out a team that just won the President's Trophy and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And then you have a team in the West that just beat the Stanley Cup champs. It would not surprise me to see a Florida versus Seattle Stanley Cup, man.
Would be sick, man.
Yeah.
And they're both riding hot goalies right now.
I mean, both teams are on fire. And
I'd love to see Florida make it, man.
How about 2 nights in a row you have 2 guys that score 4 goals for their team?
We said this earlier, too, yeah. Pavelski and fucking Draisaitl.
And both teams lose.
It makes no sense.
It's incredible.
Draisaitl is – I think Draisaitl is the best player in the playoffs right now.
Oh, absolutely,
hands down.
He's even better than McDavid.
Whatever he wants to.
Yeah.
He's unstoppable. I mean, I saw a goal from one of their games in the first series against LA. Dude, he got tripped, was falling down. He was almost parallel with the ice, and he fucking shot backhand and scored. I couldn't believe it. I literally could not believe it.
The first goal last night when Edmonton went on the power play, the announcer's like, "Oh no, that's not what they need."
Yeah.
And then he scores, and they're like, "Well, that could have been that was like the worst person to leave open."
Yeah.
Even the announcer knew. He's like, "They're getting something out of this. It's a power play. They got too much."
If you're gonna leave somebody open, let's not make it Draisaitl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes,
Their power play is like, what do you do?
Did you guys touch on the fact that it came out, which I think we all kind of expected, that Patrick Kane was playing with a pretty bad injury this whole time?
No, we didn't talk about that, but
yeah. I mean, so for all the ripping of Patrick Kane we did, the guy might need surgery now. They're saying. I mean, the guy was, and of course in hockey, all you hear is lower body injury, so we don't know what was going on, but.
His hip is pretty bad. I understand.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean,
he looked slow. He looked uncomfortable. I don't think it was. I don't think it had anything to do with the team or the scenery, man. I think it was just this injury nagging at him.
But in his postseason interview, everything he was saying about the Rangers was already in the past tense. He's not coming back to the Rangers.
I think he thinks they're not going to bring him back. Honestly.
Yeah,
I don't think they should. Honestly,
no, they shouldn't. They should put all their marbles into bringing back Tarasenko and shaking up the line.
Tarasenko, I would love to have back.
Tarasenko, we need back for sure.
Yep. I think you bring back Tarasenko, move one of the kids, and go about it, man.
Yeah, there was a headline in the New York Post today that it was probably Larry Brooks who wrote it because he's the big guy for the Post for hockey.
Yeah,
that the biggest hit out of everyone on the team, right, for the Rangers being ousted, all these veterans, all these high-flying guys, and he said the worst performing players was the kid line, and he said they're going to suffer because of it. Like, that line's getting broken up,
Dude,
and guys
guys
are leaving.
They looked horrible.
I'm okay
Listen,
with it, though.
I'm
okay with it. They did squat the whole season.
Did squat. The only guy I'm giving any credit to in the playoffs is honestly Kakko.
And I hate the guy. You know how I feel about him.
Yeah.
He played the hardest out of anybody in that line.
Dude, he was arguably our best player, man.
And you know what it is?
He was
Like,
great.
like the statement you just said, like, oh, they did nothing in the playoffs. They did nothing all season.
Yeah.
They sucked all year, all three of them.
Yeah, Hedl had a couple shining points.
If I would keep any one of the guys, it would be Hedl over the other two.
No doubt.
But I'm okay with moving all fucking three of them. Enough with these guys.
Yeah,
Lafreniere and
he's a
Kakko
bust.
are
Lafreniere's
both busts. They're okay players. They're okay players. That's all you're going to get out of these guys. That's it.
Mediocre players.
Lafreniere should be putting up points like Jack Hughes.
I mean, it's like I told you guys, you know, Jack Hughes gets brought to Jersey and he knows he had to be the big guy right away on campus. You know, he had to run shit. He had to take over this team. We got these guys, these young guys, when we already had basically an established team. Mika, Panarin, Kreider, Igor killing it in net. Like, they came and they took on a role that was being like a, you know, again, they were known as the kid line. They were the kids. They were the third or fourth line majority of the time. They weren't expected to do anything, even though they were such high picks. So that now when those guys, the big guys, don't perform, these kids just get all the backlash because they're not doing shit. They're too comfortable in a mediocre role.
I guess.
Yeah, in a way, I agree with that, but I have to disagree a little bit also because they had multiple times where Lafreniere was put on the top line with Mika and Kreider for a while. You know, they moved Kakko up a bunch of times.
Yeah.
These guys just never produced.
Yeah.
If a player cannot produce on a line with Mika Zibanejad, then you suck.
You got a problem.
I mean,
Something's wrong with you.
It's true.
Everyone that goes on that line, no matter how they break it up, produces and scores goals.
Yeah,
You know,
And
for sure.
Kids never do.
you know what it is too? Maybe they just can't handle the New York team, man.
Yeah.
Maybe
It happens to a lot of guys.
Maybe they need
Look, we got rid of Blay, and Blay was scoring goals 1, 2, 3.
put them on like a Minnesota or something like that. And watch them flourish.
Lafreniere is going to wind up on Pittsburgh and have 96 points next season.
Yeah.
No, without a doubt. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
Yeah.
And he'll be on the fucking line playing with Crosby, and they'll fucking kill people.
He's going to replace Crosby in like 2 years as the captain of that team, the leader, and the guy that's fucking winning MVPs and Stanley Cups. I can totally see it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the New York,
It's the Rangers formula, man.
the New York team's not for everybody, man. Some people
No.
just can't handle it.
Definitely
Pressure,
not.
You know?
Yep. I agree, man. I definitely
I don't
agree.
know. We definitely got to make some changes though, because this clearly isn't working. So
Yeah, something's got to change, man.
Well, look what we got. We're in May. We got 2 months till the free agency period starts. We'll see what goes on there. We're definitely going to lose quite a few guys. I think, and we'll see who we pick up. And I don't know. This team's going to look a lot different next season.
I have a feeling.
Than it does today.
I kind of like to see them bring Mott back though.
Mott wants to come back. He was very vocal about that.
I like him. Man.
He was vocal about coming back last year, and we didn't fucking re-sign him. We better re-sign him.
Yeah. So guys, right now here, like let's say it. Is Gallant the coach next year? Yes.
I'm going no.
I think he should be.
I think he should be also.
I think he should be. I honestly can't.
But if they fire him, I'm okay with it. Like I'm not going to go nuts. Like oh my god, but
right. But you said it best.
You got to replace him.
You said it best before. You can't keep doing this every 2 years.
Changing.
Sometimes, like you said, it's not the coach. Sometimes you have to fire the players.
Definitely. I mean, as you can fucking point. What is it? Point the horse to the water, but they got to drink. What is that to say?
You can lead a horse to water.
Can't force him to drink. Yeah,
man. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Same shit.
Yeah, but like you said it the best. Like the coach isn't missing passes. The coach isn't missing the open nets. The coach isn't getting penalties.
How many fucking shots did Panarin take this series? That the net is here and it's going fucking this way. I don't get it.
How many times are we going to keep blaming coaches and firing coaches, and ultimately the result stays the same?
It's the
Come
same
on,
fucking
man.
rodeo.
He tried mixing up lines. It still didn't work.
Well, now here's the one thing that I might put on the coach is that you look at that series, right? So you have a group and a selection of phenomenally talented players.
Yeah.
Playing against a really good team.
Yeah.
And the team beat the shit out of those really good players.
Yeah.
So the one thing that I'll blame on the coach is maybe he wasn't able to harness all that talent and bring it all together and make it work.
I think he got out coached, man. I think he was out coached.
Yeah, there weren't enough adjustments. Well, he made adjustments, but they were too late when he made them.
Too late. We were fucking down 3-2 at this point.
Yep. That series should have never went 7.
No, it should have been over in 5.
The Raiders should have had that series in 5.
Yeah, agreed.
Losing those 2 in the road at the Garden, I mean,
it's unacceptable.
Completely unacceptable.
You know, teams lose at home. Okay, Jersey loses at home. It's like, okay, Rangers are good. They're playing good. When the Rangers lose at home, the Rangers, when you play at home at MSG, it's supposed to be in your favor every time.
Yep.
There's no excuses, man. There's no fucking excuses.
No, and look, of course, you know, the Devils made the goalie change, and that definitely helped them.
It ignited them.
Gave the team a spark, and he played phenomenal.
It changed.
Great.
He
was great.
It changed the whole landscape of the series.
Series changing.
But after the first time they played him in Game 3, when they put that goalie in, and he beat the piss out of you, basically.
You got to make the adjustments on
the next game. The adjustments are made, and you're going at it a completely different way to beat this guy, and they did nothing.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So that is on Gallant. That is on coaching, man. It's on coaching.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't start moving Mika to his spot on the power play till Game 6.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
We've been screaming about that all season.
It's frustrating, man. Because when we're saying it at home, you know they got to be saying it there. So what are you not making the adjustment for? Put Mika back in his shot. Dude, I think Mika took 5 shots from the left fucking wing the whole series.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. We had fucking 20 power plays, man.
And you keep letting him shoot there. He's going to make it.
Look, and you know, we love him and all, but Mika takes a lot of blame here too, man.
He didn't do it either, honestly.
What did he have? 2 points the whole series? 3 points?
He had 3 assists. 3 assists.
And 1 goal he had, I think.
That's unacceptable.
No, he didn't have a goal.
He scored Game 6.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, so he had 1 goal and 3 assists is what he had.
That's
not enough.
Now, look, in the first 2 games when they were beating the piss out of him, he was all over the rink.
Yeah.
You know, his defensive play was phenomenal. His forechecking was great. But all of a sudden, everything died.
Yeah, and he died with it.
So either the adjustments needed to be made or the team already, when they lost 1 game at home, they quit on the coach. They quit on him.
Yeah. Which sucks.
I don't know.
It makes no sense, man. You know what I really didn't like from Gallant? The day after, when they interviewed him, they were like, "How are you feeling today?" And instead of saying, you know, like, I'm a little fucking pissed off that we're out of the playoffs, he said, "Oh, it's just another day to me." What?
Yeah.
It's another day to you. You just got eliminated after being up 2-0. You were outscoring the opposing team 10-2. You didn't miss on any power play yet, but now you're not mad? It's just another day? How does that?
I think it's just the way I think it's just his approach to handling the media is all it is.
Yeah, I don't like that fucking.
I'm sure he was pretty fucking pissed off. Man.
I don't like
he
that.
says one wrong thing and it gets twisted, and then he gets fired because he.
You know, in this area, in this town, man, you gotta treat the media with kid gloves, man. You gotta be so careful.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he says one little thing that's off kilter. You know, he comes out and says one thing about, like, they ask him about a player, and he says, well, maybe he didn't do enough or whatever. And Drury and Dolan love the player. Guess what, Gallant? You're fired right after that press conference. You know, like, it's just so touch and go, man.
Yeah, it's tough.
So I don't put a whole lot of stock into something like that, you know?
I would give him another chance.
I think he's earned another chance. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be against the try. I'm not pushing for the guy to be fired. Personally, I don't know. Just because it's New York, man, you something like that. I feel like they can just turn on you so fast. Well, every fan I see wants him gone.
I'm kind of neutral on it, you know. Yeah. If it happens, that's fine. But again, you have to replace him.
Yeah.
So again, you have to kind of you're drawing a fucking lottery pick, man. Like who we taking now, and
yeah. And
if you keep him, all right, that's fine. You keep him, but changes need to be made somewhere.
Yeah. Yep.
This roster needs to look a little different,
Definitely.
Stop going after the big shiny toy on the shelf, and maybe just get some gritty guys,
solid role players.
Those role players, try to get. Now we're at the point of, like, everyone talks about the kid line, okay, but we're at the point of almost like it's time to start looking at getting younger.
Yeah.
Our core guys
are not young.
All in their 30s now, man.
Yeah.
You got Mika, who's 30, going to be 31. Panarin's 32. Kreider's 34, 35.
Yeah.
They bring back Tarasenko. He's 31, going to be 32. You got Fox. The defense is young. Trouba's only 28. He'll be 29, whatever.
Miller's
Fox is like
young.
24.
Yeah.
Miller's another guy. He's on the trading block, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I would definitely listen to offers for him.
He's too inconsistent, man.
Again, if you don't get enough for him, you want to bring him back, that's okay. But his name is right up there with all these other guys. I would have him on the trading block.
Just very, very inconsistent.
Yeah.
His turnovers are killer.
Yeah.
Just at the worst moment they can be.
I still think we need, I know some of these guys did a pretty good job, but I still think we need more depth defensively also. I think, Lindgren's phenomenal. We love that guy. Mikula played a really good job.
Dude, he played really good, man.
He was one of our best players.
Yeah, he had a good
playoffs.
No doubt, dude. He's a tough son of a bitch,
He's a
man.
big
Because
boy,
I saw him get hit a couple times by what's his name? That big fuck from what's his name? Ball or something like that?
Ball.
But that motherfucker put him on his ass.
Kevin Ball. It's
He
Kevin
got-
Ball.
Yeah.
But he got right back up, no problem, man. I give him a lot of kudos. He played great.
Yeah. And he was about as big as Kevin Ball. Shameless.
Yeah.
too.
Oh, fucking massive son of a bitch. dude.
Yeah. I thought Mikula played his ass off, man. I thought he played really well.
I agree.
Um,
100%.
So, who knows? Right now, I think if Gallant gets fired, it happens within the next, 48 hours or so.
Within the next
Yeah, it has to be soon because this is the point. Like, the season's still going on, but time goes like this in this league, man.
Yeah.
NHL, you cannot play around. You got to get a guy in here ready.
If you're going to get a guy, that's not a guy that might still be coaching right now that that you can grab, after the season, but that's very rare. But if you're going to get a guy, then he's going to want to start building his staff immediately.
He has to build his staff. He has to put his theories to the team. He has to push what he likes in the building, how his shit goes, and that has to start from now.
Yeah.
These guys get a month off, and then they're back on the ice. This is.
And I don't think it's a situation where, like say they want to hire Joel Quenneville, right?
Yeah.
Guy won 3 cups as the coach of Chicago. Now he's to get cleared by the NHL because he had legal issues and all this other bullshit. He's not officially cleared yet, but I don't think it's a situation where you wait to see, for that to happen to fire Gallant, though. You can still get rid of Gallant if you want to.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Start interviewing
And
guys,
then you don't
man.
make your hire for another 2 fucking weeks or 3 weeks.
If I'm jury and I'm firing him, I'm fucking interviewing guys from now.
Everyone.
Tell me what you're going to do to fix what just happened.
Yep.
That's what I want to hear. Tell me what you're going to come in the building. What are you going to change to push us past what we just did?
Any chance they could lure Barry Trotz out?
The fact that he became the GM of St. Louis and he signed a contract there to be the general manager.
Probably.
Look, he might want to get behind the bench again. So
Maybe, for sure.
possibly. It's always out there, man.
it's
Once you're
possible.
in, man, you're in.
Yeah, I would not be against at all bringing in Barry Trotz to
For
coach
sure.
this team right now.
That'd be
Definitely
awesome.
not, man. We were all fucking staring at the computer like this when fucking he got fired, man.
That was such
I
a
know.
weird firing.
Yeah, well, how'd that work out? But,
Yeah.
I would definitely, without a doubt, reach out to Mark Messier.
I can't see why they wouldn't.
And look, maybe now he's like, you know what? It never worked out a couple of years in a row. Fuck it, I'm done. I don't want to do it. That's fine. But you got to make that phone call.
I'm sure he would field the call. I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
Dude, I think he would be phenomenal, man.
I do too.
A guy that has that experience being a winner. Like, you're going to hire someone that some of these guys get hired might have not even played in the league.
Just the hockey IQ alone is.
He will be able to fix stuff on ice. He'll tell you stuff when you get to the bench to fix problems mid-game. You don't have to go to the locker room. You don't have to do any of that. If he sees someone skating out of line, do something so simple that could be fixed, he's going to fix it. He's going to yell at you. He's not going to take bullshit.
He was a center. Maybe he can teach somebody how to win a fucking face-off on this team.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, my God.
Besides
Watching
him,
them lose face-offs over and over is sickening.
Mika and Hedel got crushed.
Murdered. I don't think Mika won a single fucking face-off this series, dude. Horrible.
He was their best
Vinny's
shot.
the only guy on this team that can win a face-off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think that's why they brought him in.
Oh, they did. Oh, for sure.
You
I
know?
think he ended up with like 56.3% face off.
That's great. It's
Which is phenomenal.
That's probably top 10 in the league. Yeah.
no doubt.
Yeah. Mika was probably like, what, 51, 50?
Yeah, probably around there.
During the season, actually, he was better than he was the year before.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely improved.
And look,
It's not
overall,
gonna
I got nothing negative to say about Mika Zibanejad.
Great year.
he's still our best player. He's our best fucking player.
He's too good to not figure it out. He's going to figure it out.
Yeah,
It's just,
and
it's just like it. But like, you know what? He's gonna figure it out. But when? When is this team going to figure
He's
it out?
29, right? Mika's got another, I would say, 2 to 3 years of still getting better.
Yeah.
Before we start seeing the,
Well, decline.
well, we're going to see him level
flat
off.
line.
He's going to level off, and then we'll see the decline. But, I'm not concerned at all about Mika Zibanejad.
No,
I
definitely.
am, however, because of his performance last year and this year in the playoffs, very concerned about Artemi Panarin.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
telling you, dude, it's questionable, bro.
He
It
can
really
put up
is.
90-something points every fucking regular season. That's fine. In the playoffs, this guy has been
absent.
absent. Last year, he scored one fucking, one clutch goal
It was the most important goal of that series.
of that series. Of course, it was against
But
Pittsburgh.
I mean, he was a liability, honestly.
He was a liability.
Yeah, for sure.
Last
Dude,
year.
we played 20 games. He had one fucking goal.
Yeah.
20 games. Technically 21 because we played 2 games in one night.
Yeah, I mean,
21 games, and the guy has
horrible-
one goal.
horrible turnovers, and he wasn't shooting. I don't
No.
know what was going on.
He
I'll
just
give him
does
credit.
too much with the passing, man.
I'll give him credit this year. He shot a lot more than he did last
a
year.
hell of a lot more.
For sure.
He was shooting it. He was missing the net a whole lot. But
he missed a lot.
Yeah, so I am concerned about Panarin a little bit. Again, I love the guy, man.
Yeah.
But to go 2 playoff rounds like this in a row, it's alarming. It's alarming, man. What happened? It is. And even Fox had a shitty fucking playoff, man.
Oh, yeah. The last game really put icing on the cake. He was bad in the playoffs.
Did you guys see, by the way, he got nominated for the Norris
He's a
again
finalist,
this year? Yeah. He's a
It
finalist.
was him, McCarr, and one other guy. I forget who it was.
Carlson, right? Eric Carlson.
Carlson. Yep, that's who it was.
Carlson will probably win it just because he put up the most points, but overall throughout the regular season, I think Fox should win it. I think Fox was the best.
I think he deserves it. He was fucking great.
Yeah, I think he was the best again.
Agreed.
He was unreal, man. He was really good.
So,
Well, that's really all I got for tonight, boys.
yeah, next week, hopefully I won't have to sit side by side next to Steven. Nothing against you, of course, no offense. But it'd be nice to have my own goddamn computer going,
Yeah, computer got to fix those
It'll
issues,
work
man.
out, man.
Yeah, we'll figure it out throughout the week.
Yeah.
Get back on here next week. Hopefully, talk some more shit.
Well, we got a
Hopefully,
nice
more
weekend,
stuff in
boys.
sports.
Got
Yeah.
70s Saturday and Sunday.
Weather is supposed to be really nice, man.
Thank God for fucking a change on the weekend. I feel like every weekend for like the last month and a half has been rain.
I'm hoping tomorrow night I'm going to be a little bit richer, man, because Kathy and I are
Yeah.
spending the night at Jake's 58, so I'm going to try to win some money, man.
Yeah,
There you
happy
go.
Early anniversary. Man.
Yeah,
That's-
5 years, man. 5 fucking years already.
Tomorrow is 5 years. Wow, man.
Pretty crazy, yeah.
Happy anniversary to you guys, man. That's crazy.
Man.
Make sure Kathy doesn't get too loaded at Jake's. Make sure she.
That's usually not a problem.
Make sure she cuts it back a little bit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
She usually has to tell me how the night went the next day.
She usually goes a little wild. So.
Yeah, she goes wild, man. Listen, just take out all savings, any money you got, throw it on black. Just go for it.
That's it, man. That's it.
If you win, you win. If not, we'll fucking run away. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all.
So, all right, boys.
All right, dudes. Have a good night. We'll be back next week. Thank you all as always. Chris, always having fun when his ass comes on.
Absolutely. Chris
He's
is
a
the
good
best,
time,
man.
man.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Yep. All right, dudes. I'll see you
All
guys
right,
next
boys.
week.
Have a good one. We'll see you soon. Sweet.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Perfect way to end the night.
Sweet
Love you,
Carolina,
brother.
Vegas.
Love you.
Thank you,
All right.
dude.
Night, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.